Okay, so this is my mousetrap car project. Yeah. Alright, so here is just a short video of my car. Oh, it froze. Okay, well, there we go. That's just a short video of my car. Oh, oops. Hold on a sec, this is not working. Alright, that's my video of the car. And this is the webcast we did of my car. So we went and we imported the video, and I'm gonna fast forward, and we pinpointed the exact point at the wheel, and we let that solve it. And then in order to have it set to scale, we measured the length of the car and set it on here, which was 0.68 meters, something like that. So we did that. I'll fast forward again. If it would let me. Okay, well we set it for 0.68 meters. I think you'll type it in here. Okay, well I didn't feel like making another video for something we already did, and I understand it completely, so I'll just explain it again here. So when we let it go, okay, so it should work when we let it go here. Right, and then we get pretty good data from it. It just moves really slow. I'll fast forward a little bit. I'm also working on a kind of old computer, so it may not work perfectly. Well, we do get pretty good data from this, and we put it into Logger Pro, which I'll explain next. I'll fast forward because we don't need all this, and it'll waste my time. Yeah, we get pretty good data. And then about here, I'm guessing. Okay, well we put it all into Logger Pro, so I'll just go and explain that next. When we get data from this, we put it all into this graph over here with the time, position, and velocity, and this is a position versus time graph, and you can see that here, because mine was moving in the negative direction, that's why it looks like this. It speeds up here, and then it begins to slow down. Yeah. And then here, we put a linear fit line on the velocity versus time graph, and we have a slope at about it, which means that it's accelerating at 0.1132 meters per second. And then here we have it decelerating at 0.292 meters per second, right here. I had to copy and paste this from another picture because you didn't save my graph. So yeah, that's, it shows that we slow down a lot faster than we speed up. Okay, here's displacement mass. The displacement, we only went in one direction, basically, so we didn't have to solve, so we only had to solve the distance from where it started to where it ended, which was about 6 or 7 meters from the starting point of the car. I just measured that, I didn't actually have to solve for it. And then I have my car at school, so I couldn't really solve for the mass, so I just took a wrench and solved for that, and I figured it would just be similar because, I mean, it's still solving for mass, and I got that. You can read it because I don't feel like stating it. Okay. This is my force diagram. I haven't found the mass in my car, so I'm just kind of solving for the wrench. And we get speeding up and slowing down. For speeding up, well, for slowing down here, it's like the driving force of the engine must be reduced here. It's called, like, which is that part. And there must be more friction in order to make it go slower. And this is a little picture I made. Well, I made part of it, and then part of it was also online. Alright, so like weight here, pointing down, reaction force, that was, yeah. Driving force, it's moving in that direction. Friction is moving that way on the wheels to help it go that way. Air resistance is obviously going against the car as it moves. Alright, total force, you can go ahead and read those. Ignore the graph on the bottom, that was just on the Logger, not Logger Pro, it was on the Prezi format that I'm using, and I didn't feel like deleting it because it looked nice, so yeah. It may not be really very right because I didn't solve for it perfectly. I do know how to do it, but in this case, with this car, I was having some trouble solving for it. Alright, I hope you're done reading those, because I'm going to move on. Okay, probably should have put this there first, but this is the energy stored in the spring. This is the graph we ended up solving for with the torsion wheel. So, with the distance basically and force, we get that we have a slope of about 27 and a y-intercept of about 1. So, and then I have the exact same thing written in my lab book. It was your picture was just better of mine. I mean, you wrote this, but we solved it together. So, here we have, just ignore the top part, for the y equals mx plus b. It's the same thing as the force equals 31, which, where do we get 31? Okay, well, it's the same thing as the 31 times 0.06 pi, which comes from there, right there, because that was the radius of the torsion wheel, plus 1 Newton, which was our y-intercept. And we get that the force equals 6.8 newtons. So, here we have our graph. We have a triangle and a rectangle. And here we can solve for 5.8 times 0.06 times pi over 2, which equals 0.5 joules, because Newton times meters equals joules. And then when we solve for the rectangle, it's 1 times pi times 0.06, which equals, just ignore that part, which equals 0.7 joules. So which equals 0.19 joules. So when you add 0.5 plus 0.19, it equals about 0.7 joules. So that's about the energy stored in the mousetrap, like around how much energy is stored in the mousetrap spring. Okay. Here we have a VPython simulation. I had to use someone else's because mine wasn't working, and then it just shows it how it speeds up and then slows down. Theirs ended up going backwards for some reason, but like I had a VPython, but it just decided it didn't really want to work. This is the energy flow diagram. I didn't really know how to find EK and EDIS from this, because usually when we have like a test, you usually like give us a situation and we know more information, but I wasn't really sure how to like find some of that. And, oop, that was not supposed to happen. I believe that, yeah, that's EDIS from friction. So that's the energy flow diagram. I did moment A, which was the velocity equals max, and then moment B was when it stops. I didn't really know what ones to use. So, yeah. Thank you for watching. This is my favorite video, so you can enjoy it too. Okay. I hope that was worth an A, because I worked really hard on it. So, yeah. Alright, bye.